carnival, Steve is afraid of balloons and he's in love with a porcupine. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Once upon a time, there was a guy named Steve, and he was dating a porcupine, so they wanted to go somewhere special on a date. So he took his porcupine to the carnival.
Switch!
This was a terrible idea, as Steve was terrified of carnivals and spent the first 5 minutes of the day just shaking like this.
Switch!
The porcupine thought it was a special dance move, so the porcupine joined in, shaking like this as well, until they got to the balloon stand. And Steve freaked out because he's also scared of balloons.
Switch!
So the balloon stand guy says, "Hey, you look like a Steve. Would you like some balloons?" And he says, "No, but my porcupine friend would."
Switch!
But the porcupine obviously has spikes on it, and therefore he popped the balloon, and that scared the crap out of Steve.
Switch!
The porcupine's name was Gwendolyn, and Steve loved Gwendolyn, and Gwendolyn loved Steve.
Switch!
Gwendolyn and Steve first met in college. It was their freshman year together. They were living in the same co-ed dormitory, and it was love at first sight.
Switch!
And love at first sight, but also it was love at second sight, because the first time he'd been with a hedgehog called Janet. Every time she got scared, she rolled up into a ball, and really and truly the relationship was not really going anywhere.
Switch!
Oddly enough, at this carnival, they ran into Janet, and it was really crazy scene. They ended up going to the guy with the big sledgehammer who hits the bell, and the thing goes up and rings.
Switch.
And it was
Really exciting because Steve wanted to prove his love for Gwendolyn, but he secretly still had a thing for Janet, the wonderful hedgehog.
So Janet stood on the sidelines, privately cheering Steve
Switch!
on. And Gwendolyn was like,
Switch!
I don't want to do anything.
Switch!
So Steve said, "Let it take that hammer, and I'm going to show you my masculinity." He got it all the way up to the top. God, Janet was very impressed, and so was Gwendolyn. And then they were fighting over Steve. Back and forth, back and forth.
Die!
Back and forth and back and forth. What a vicious love triangle. Whatever was Steve to do?
Switch.
Porcupine?
and a hedgehog. Then a clown came along, and this clown was making balloon animals.
What's such a...
Oh!
The clown with the balloon animals also had a little cootie catcher that he used to determine if Steve was actually in love with Janet or with Gwendolyn. Steve at first decided he wanted the number 4, but quickly changed his mind to 3 3/4. At this moment, Janet said,
"Please, oh please, grant me my wish, oh genie master."
Oh!
And the genie master said, "You are actually in love with..."
Switch!
Tiny Toon Adventures, which was her favorite show. Janet was not exactly into cartoons at the time, but Steve was. And in this case, he got the chance to watch TV all the time with his friends.
Die. What's a trench to try?
Steve knew in his heart that this was the best choice for him. He loved that show.
Switch!
knew that it is the tornado that was just brewing up outside the carnival.
Coming his way!
Switch! Die, you took too long, Mike.
He was actually born to love everything in the world or die at his feet in the carnival.
Ah, he said die, die!
Oh.